Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale of your faithful trip. It started in the firmament, and then we all got tricked. Life was great when we were young, with all the things we believed. Then it all got hard, unbearable, and we know we're being deceived. Forgotten, ignored, secret, and hidden. Topics that talk about how water is knowledge. Now drink from the fountain. Let's pour some on you now. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Plain Mundane Show. Alex here. Today, we're going to do a little bit of a guitar lesson, and we're going to play Hotel California. And then we're going to talk about what it means, because I've been busking with this song a lot. And when I was in Chile, I was standing on the street corner downtown amongst these high rises, and it just hit me one day. I know what this song's about, and I've never heard it. I've looked it up on the internet, and no one has ever said it. So let's get busy. So first, what we're going to do, this will just be a light guitar lesson for me. If you want to play along, I need to show you some things. Maybe a lot of you know how to play guitar if you're doing it, but here you go. Now, I tune my guitar to 432 hertz. If you know about, look up on YouTube sonic geometry. All of the platonic solids and the geometric shapes, at 540 and 360 and 432, they all add up to 9 if you add the digits. Everything has to add up to 9, be a factor of 9. If you tune your guitar to 432 hertz, every note you play will be a factor of 9. And it shows you the factor of 9 table on the sonic geometry video. I love that video. That's the frequency of nature. Actually, the concert pitch was changed to A440. When I say 432, that's the pitch for the note A. So when it was changed to 440, what that did was took all of our music and put it out of tune with nature. So go back to 432. So I always have my guitar turned to 4. If you want to play along, you're going to have to be at 432. You don't need a tuner. You can just play this, and if you got an ear, you just tune your guitar to my guitar, and then you'll be at 432. But here's how. Have you ever seen these clip-on tuners? You can buy these like at Guitar Center. They're about $5 at the music store nowadays. You can buy several of them. They're real cheap, and the best thing you can do to sound good on guitar, it doesn't matter if you're a beginner, intermediate, or you're advanced, is always have your guitar in tune and always tune your guitar. There's nothing more annoying than having someone get up to play a song for you and their guitar is out of tune. So always have your guitar in tune. But it tells you on that screen, you can't see it because it won't focus on it, but it tells you in the bottom left corner that it's at 432. And the button on the right, I think it goes from 415 to 465 hertz. So this has a range of tuning, so you can change the tuner. It comes standard at 440, and then you go through this button, and it goes up only, but you go up to 465, and it starts at 415, and you tap it up to 432. So when you put that on your guitar head, what it does, it reads the vibration of the guitar. There's no microphone. Now there, I'm playing an E. Okay, it's a tune. A, that's a tune. D. All right. I tune my strings a little bit flat. Like if the needle is right in the middle, I want it to go to the left a little bit and just be a hair flat. Because if I'm strumming hard, like, see how it's green? The note itself, if I hit it soft, it might go off and on to flat. But when I'm strumming it, it goes green. Watch. Make a liar out of me. There you go. So that's just a trick from doing it for a long time. So always tune, whenever you push a string, like you can have a D, like here, like let's say my B string, second string from the bottom. That's in tune, right? Now if I play a D on it, it's in tune. But when I play the B, see how it goes red? That's telling me it's just a hair flat. But that's because when you take your, when you push a note into the fret, when you push it and it goes, if you dig it, You can listen. You can actually hear it go sharp. Watch. I'll push it harder as I go. That's saw. Now, you hear how it's sharper? Let's see what the tuner's doing. See, that went sharp. So, you want to be delicate. You want to tune the guitar to how hard you pick, is what I'm saying. So anyway, let's play the song. Now, I play Hotel California tuned to 432 hertz. I start with E minor. I'm not going to use a pick. I prefer freehand on this. D7. D with the open E string. And then C sharp. That's C sharp with my third finger on the fifth string and an E on the D string. And the rest is open. Then you slide down to a C chord. And then G. Then A minor. And then B7. Back to E minor. Like that, okay? So let's sing it, and I'm going to tell you, listen to the words, okay? This is, I haven't practiced this to perform it for anything. I'm just doing this off the top of my head. So please don't judge my performance on this. On a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair, warm smell of coolie dust, rising up through the air. Up ahead in the distance, I saw the shimmering light. Edgar Ray and my sights grew dim. I had to stop for the night. There she stood in the doorway. I heard the mission bell, and I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven and this could be hell. And she lit the candle, and she showed me the way. There were voices down the corridor. I thought I heard them say, welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely face. There's plenty of room at the Hotel California. Such a nice surprise with your alibi. Her mind was Tiffany twisted. She had the Mercedes Benz. She had a lot of pretty boys that she called friends. How they danced in the courtyard, sweet summer sweat. Some danced to remember, some danced to forget. So I called up my captain, please bring me my wine. And he said, we haven't had that spirit here since 1969. And still those voices are calling from far away. Wake you up in the middle of the night just to hear them say, welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely face. There's plenty of room at the Hotel California. Such a nice surprise when your alibi. I might not have the lyrics perfect on the nice surprise, pretty face stuff. Then it says, what's the next verse? How they danced in the courtyard. Okay. Mirrors on the ceiling. Let's go to that one. Pink champagne on ice. And she said, we are all just prisoners here of our own device. In the master's chamber, they gathered for the feast. They stab it with their steely knives, but they just can't kill the beast. Last thing I remember, I was running for the door. I had to find the passage back into the place I was before. Relax, said the night man. We are programmed to receive. You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave. Welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely place. There's plenty of room at the Hotel California. Such a nice surprise when you're alibi. That's all I remember, but that's the point. Okay, do you know what it's talking about? This song is about sex addiction. Okay, of course he's going to a what do you call it, a prostitute? He's going to a whorehouse, and I think there's a famous one in California that's outside of LA. It's in the desert. It's where what is it? The singer of Motley Crue in an interview was saying that he went with his wife, and or is that where he met his wife? I can't remember. But he's talking about a sex addiction. So when he says, there she stood in the doorway, I heard the mission bell. So he's like in an old Spanish town with the mission. You're picturing the courtyard square style Spanish colonial hacienda hotel, you know. And I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven or this could be hell. He might like it, he might not. Depends on what, you know, it's a box of Cracker Jacks, chocolates, you know. And she lit up a candle and she showed him the way. And there were voices down the corridor. I thought I heard them say, welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely face. All right, let me show you those chords again. So it's E, B7, D with the open bottom string, then C sharp and E in that chord that I don't even know the name of, and C, and then G, then A minor, end on B7. Those are the chords. And the chorus goes C, G, A minor, E minor, and back again. C, G, B7 with your alibi. That's the chords to the song. So then he says, her mind was Tiffany twisted. So she's got a Mercedes Benz. She loves Tiffany, you know, the store Tiffany's. She has a lot of pretty boys that she calls friends. So she works with men also. There's not just women there. She calls friends. How they danced in the courtyard. Now, the word dance is really an allegory. It's what it really means is sexual relations. And how they danced in the sweet summer sweat. Some dance to remember and some dance to forget. So if somebody's there and they're there to do the nasty with somebody, they're either doing it to forget somebody or they're doing it to trying to remember somebody. That's what he's saying. So then he says, mirrors on the ceiling. Now this is obvious. He says, mirrors on the ceiling, pink champagne on ice. And she said, we are all just prisoners here of our own device. Now he says device, but it's really the vice of a sex addiction. And they're prisoners because they work there because I guess that's all they can do, or that's what they like to do and they prefer to do. Okay. Then he says, in the master's chamber. All right. What's another word for the master's chamber? How about, what's a chamber? A room. How about the master bedroom? All right. In the master bedroom, they gather for a feast. What would you call it if you had a bunch of people in a master bedroom on a bed? In a feast, a carnival, a feast of the flesh, you know, what would you call that? An orgy. So he's saying they went to the master bedroom to have an orgy. And he says they stab it with their steely knives, and this is what hit me. That's a reference to an erect phallus and intercourse. They stab it with their steely knives, but they just can't kill the beast. I'm sorry, you can't see that. They can't kill the beast, so they have a sex addiction. They go there, they get busy, but it never ends. They need more and more and more. And even though they leave, you can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave. You want it. It's a sex addiction. But that's what I figured out when I was singing on the street. I was like, what was it? Mirrors on the ceiling, pink champagne on ice. We are all just prisoners here of our own device. In the master's chamber, they gathered for the feast. They stab it with their steely knives, but they just can't. Look, my squeaky chair has the sound effects of the bed frame. Just can't kill the beast. And that's what it's about. So we're here, we're programmed to receive. You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave if you have a sex addiction. So thank you for coming to Plain Mundane Show. Like I said, my channel is about what I call fish topics: forgotten, ignored, secret, and hidden. And this topic is probably secret and hidden. It's not forgotten, it's not ignored, it's just that a lot of people don't know what it means. And I don't think I've ever heard anybody explain that way what I figured out. And I've never heard any of the musicians from that group or the singer explain what it means. But I'm sure he knows, and maybe he'll see this video. Hey, Don. So thank you for coming. Please hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell, and you have a great day. Adios. And please hit like and subscribe, por favor. Bye.